You'll see the real me. A disaster. The secrets that I keep locked like a monster.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video, it's kind of a follow-up to what my previous video was of talking about the movie bosses category, and now I'm going to talk about the movie heroes category that I think that they could turn around and bring in some new units, and then also kind of talk about some other potential things that I think that they could turn around and do in regards to this area here with all of the different movie heroes categories. Now, we have actually had some pretty good LRs on the movie heroes category side. I mean, obviously you've got Goku, which I think is easily top 3 units. I think especially once you start getting around the fact that he generates rainbow orbs, he is such a huge boost for some of the units, such as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He can also turn around and really boost anybody because he can help out with getting them with orbs. But really the two big ones that help out is going to be that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then also the Goku and Vegeta Angel Gogeta that merges Super Saiyans. So, very, very good units. Now, there are also other units that can turn around and really add into the list. Now, obviously, the majority of anything that goes along with the movies is going to be the villains. But they do have some of the supporting cast that could turn around and really do something really neat with. Maybe have some of those final LRs that could turn around and be more heroes. I really hope they do more with along the lines of maybe going back and forth between maybe a movie heroes Dokkanfest unit, then the movie bosses back and forth, then switch the LRs along with them. But I mean, we've been getting some killer bosses here lately, so in the form of LRs. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to turn around and have that happen. So, wanting to go ahead and take a look at the list here. This is the Dragon Ball films that have been out, and again, just kind of hitting up on some of these here. We've got the Dragon Ball movies. These are just going to be same as what my last video said. Obviously, you're going to have everything revolve around Kid Goku, which is going to be very good. But you can also have some of the maybe a Kid Krillin that gets in there. Maybe some young Yamcha, Teen Yamcha, Teen Bulma. I mean, there's some different things that could easily turn around and make that pretty interesting throughout these 4 movies. So again, very similar to what the last video kind of talked about. Dead Zone, as far as a hero, you could get a really good Kid Goku, and really he was very young at this point. This was even before he was really technically trained by Piccolo, which again is another unit. Piccolo is going to be huge with the Dead Zone. I think you can finally get a really good Piccolo that goes along. I mean, not that we don't already have the good Piccolo in the physical one, but you could really get something that would almost be more of a junior Piccolo, because he was bad, but at the same time kind of realized, hey, look, we can't take down this guy without some more help. And then you can also turn around and talk about having maybe a new Kami that gets added in. So some really good units they could turn around and do with that. World's Strongest, same thing. You could turn around and have Goku with Kaioken that can end up being a very good unit. Along with maybe a pretty cool Master Roshi that's doing some neat stuff. So I mean, they could get some really cool things. And then if anybody knows the original opening to Dragon Ball Z, Rock the Dragon, I mean the whole entire thing where Goku's like dodging all the different attacks, that is coming from the movies. So you could really get some pretty cool effects and things that could go along with that I think would be pretty neat. Tree of Might obviously I think is done. Lord Slug again, Gohan, Piccolo, Goku could easily turn around and have some pretty cool units that could come out with it. But then jumping down, Cooler's Revenge, I think we're probably done with. I mean, maybe you could get something else Gohan related, but he doesn't really do much. I mean, we do have a couple of the different units with Icarus that could go along with it. But otherwise, I think he'd be pretty much all on his own. The Return of Cooler. Now, what could be cool here is that we could actually get like a Goku-Vegeta combined unit, because they do end up working together in order to defeat Metal Cooler, and then they find out that, oh wait, here comes all of his other armies and bosses, so they could do some pretty neat things with that to kind of go through. Super 13, and again, I think they're done. Broly movies they're done with. BoJack they're done with. Kind of jumping down here, Wrath of Dragon. Okay, I really want a Wrath of Dragon movie, because Wrath of Dragon, concept-wise, was pretty good. It jumps into the Majin Buu conflict, which one thing that's very important to kind of think about is they have come out recently and said that Videl is going to be a unit associated with the Dokkan Fest. We don't know at this time of this recording. It was actually just announced. So there's a couple different things we can go through that I think could actually kind of help with the Wrath of Dragon, because it was kind of around or directly after the Majin Buu situation. So Tapion and Hirudegan could turn around and be some really cool units. I mean, Hirudegan could be a devastating Dokkan Fest unit, and then they could easily turn around and have that LR Goku turn around and get his EZA become a ZLR. And I think that he could be really good, because you got to remember that ZLR, when he first came out, he was easily the highest damage dealer in the game. I mean, when he was hitting his 3.5 million damage at that time, it was just absolutely just devastating. People were like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe we've got a unit that's hitting 3.5 million," and now you have free-to-play units that are doing it. But he definitely is going to turn around. He'll probably get an awakening at some point, and he will be back up to the top. I mean, he will be a consistent 7 million damage unit dealer. I mean, he has to be. I mean, that's what he was before. But his biggest problem with the Link update that happened is that they removed his ability to turn around and say, "Hey, you can't have some of these different things." So as far as double links, you can't double link key links. So that's what really hurt him. Resurrection F, I think they could turn around easily, do a couple different things that go with those two boosts. I mean, finally, maybe with a Battle of Gods, you could get that EZA of the Strength Vegeta Bulma card, where Vegeta is able to counter, and if they do something with damage reduction on him, I mean, oh my goodness, you would talk about basically having another Vegito that would be there, or maybe have him really kind of get some additional boost that could really help out. So. And then the same thing kind of before. You've got your Bardock movie, which I don't think they would go into, but they could potentially do something with Eziane of the giant units for them. The History of Trunks, I mean, you could get some really cool Trunks and Gohan cards that would work up together. You'd have the GT Special, and then the Hachiak Eradication of the Saiyans. So there's a couple different things that they could turn around and do with that I think they could really have some fun with to finish things out. So obviously, it's not as exciting with the hero side of things, because we already have a number of heroes that are out. And, you know, we obviously could take a look at all these units. I mean, these units are good units. I mean, we could say whatever we want about some of this stuff. I mean, but, you know, Pycon is a good unit. And then you have, you know, again, along with Gogeta that is there, and some of the other units. You have Gohan that's in this boost, not to mention, obviously, any of the LRs. I mean, all these guys right here are all very, very good units. So, pretty interesting. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see what they end up turning around and doing with the list of movies throughout the rest of the year. I think it's going to end with the worldwide celebration like they did with the Majin Buu last year. And I really do think that the last one is going to be probably the Dead Zone. I mean, I think that could be a really cool worldwide celebration that everybody needs to work together and do something with the Garlic Jr. and then obviously probably having multiple Garlic Juniors that are going to be around. So pretty interesting. Gonna have to wait and see what's going to happen with it, but I can't wait. I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. But otherwise, guys, that's it. That's today's video. If you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you're going down and hitting that red subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I'm uploading a new video. And let me know down in the comments below what you think about movie heroes units and potential builds for them and what you think they could turn around and do. But otherwise, guys, that's it. That's today's video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.